Hi, and welcome to Sunday with Mike. On today's show, we'll cover some new things about Facebook that you might not know, why I feel promoting your events is not part of your job as a DJ, a new app for your smartphone that could come in handy when you're stuck on an event, and finally, a new way to know if someone is using your images on their website without your permission. So grab a cup of coffee and join me. I'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back. I'm pretty sure that we all use Facebook on a regular basis, but the company keeps adding new features and moving things around, and so I thought it would be a great time to pause for a minute and let's go back and take another look at Facebook and what they're doing today. Recently, I posted a personal opinion on my own personal Facebook wall about something that really bothered me, and I got blasted by people that I had never even heard of before. As I dug into this and the day progressed, more and more people that I did know were coming to my defense and supporting my position. You know, I rarely rant about anything, but this topic really bothered me a lot, and I wasn't asking anyone to take a side. I just wanted to vent to those people that I call friends. So who were these other people? I have always made my personal post public, and I didn't realize exactly what that meant and that anybody can see those posts, including people that you've never accepted their friend request. It turns out that somewhere along the way, I should have switched this and selected friends only as my posting, but instead I was still using public. So if you're still posting to public like I was, it's time to fix this. Another recent discovery on Facebook was to fully understand what Facebook calls followers. These people are not your friends. These are people who have latched onto your wall and see all of your public posts, and they can even comment on them even though you never accepted their friend request. Don't believe me? Look at one of your followers and then go look at your friends. You're going to find out they're not in the list. So turn off the follow feature on Facebook and then change your posts so that you're only posting to friends, and that will control this issue of prying eyes and people that you didn't approve getting to see what it is that you posted. Facebook is also now offering local items for sale in your area. You can buy and sell for free as long as you're following their guidelines. So look at the bottom of the mobile Facebook app for an icon that looks kind of like a house. Click on that and you'll see all of the stuff that's for sale. You can search for items by brand name and so forth. And then finally, Facebook has one new feature called Explore Feed. This is a feed of new topics that might interest you that'll start to show up based on the things that you've liked and so forth and commented on. So never ever forget that every click that you make on Facebook and in most other programs is always being tracked, and your online profile is always being refined by Facebook and others. I'll be right back.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
You know, I keep hearing from DJs that do a lot of bar and karaoke events. More and more, they are being expected to promote and advertise the events that they do for a particular bar or club. I'm really baffled by this latest trend, and I couldn't disagree more. Understand this is just my opinion, but in my opinion, it is not the DJ's responsibility to promote an event. That's the promoter or the manager or the owner, but it's not the DJ's responsibility. I have no idea why the lowest paying events on the planet would try to blame the crowd size on the DJ's ability to draw a crowd. Don't get me wrong. If you can promote an event and pack a venue, then I ask, why are you doing it for the bottom of the scale wages? If you're a club DJ, this is a popular trend, but they make considerably more money for their talents and following, including a large percentage of the admission price at the door for tickets. So the next time you're DJing a bar and somebody asks you how big is your following, I want you to respond with, I get 80% of the door at $5 a person, and see how well that goes over. I repeat, it is not the DJ's job to promote and advertise their appearance at a venue. If you do this, you're doing it as a favor and an extra courtesy. But don't let anyone fool you into thinking that you have to have a following to work for peanuts. These kind of events is where you learn how to be a DJ, not a promoter. I'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back. I wanted to mention a new service that we have in our area, and if you don't have it, you may have something like it, so just hang on, it won't be long, but it's a great new service. I'm talking about Waitr. This service is a food delivery service from some of your favorite restaurants. You download the app, you find the restaurant of your choice, you order off the menu just like normal, and the next thing you know, someone delivers your food to your door. Kind of like pizza, but these people go to any restaurant you want, and it's affiliated with the app, not with a particular restaurant. So we tested it personally one night when we didn't feel like cooking or going out anywhere, and absolutely loved the service. I wanted to mention it to you because while I don't want to enter into this big debate about whether or not you should eat at your events, I do want you to have this handy app available should you ever get stuck at an event, and it's no longer a question of will you eat, it's only a question of how do I get food. This could save the day for you. Or what about if you had two events and you didn't have time to really stop in between them? You could have food delivered during your loadout so that you could eat while you're heading over to your second gig. Lots of handy features, so rather than shooting it down, consider it, put it in the back of your head, and you never know when it might come in handy for you. So check out the service and see if it's available, and if not, look around for another company offering a similar type service. I have a question. Have you joined our Facebook group, Sunday with Mike, yet? If not, we're saving a seat for you, and the link to join is in the description. I'll be right back. Copyright infringement is a really big deal, and using other people's photos without permission is not okay. We talked about this in one of our previous shows that was dedicated. The whole entire show was all about photography, and we just all need to be respectful of other people's intellectual property, including photos. So I know that when you're just starting out in business, you need pictures on your website, and most people just go search for something that they find and take it, use it, and don't ask for permission. Google has a tool that will allow the owner of these images to track you down and possibly go after you legally. So if any of the images on your website are not yours, or you have not received formal permission from the owner to use them, now would be a great time to take them down before your phone starts ringing. Enter Google Image Search. This is a special search engine from our friends over at Google that allows someone to drag and drop an image onto the search bar. So instead of words, you drop an image and it will tell you if that image appears anywhere else on the internet and where it found it. So when someone takes a picture, they own that picture. They don't have to do anything special. They don't have to claim it. They don't have to put a copyright mark on it. They own it. So, you need to understand that just because it doesn't say copyright doesn't mean that somebody doesn't own it. It's very, very important. And also, Google Images will allow you to do a search for publicly used, non-copyrighted photos. So just because we find an image, that does not mean it's free, does not mean that you can use it, and it doesn't mean that you can just automatically put it on your site. So we need to personally take responsibility, track down the owner, or contact a photographer local in your area and say, hey, I need some photos. You got anything that I can use or buy from you? And once you do that, then you're good. You don't have to worry about these weird phone calls or letters in the mail and having to hire an attorney and all that stuff. So if you weren't aware that there's a Google image search, you can do that. Anybody else can do that, and they will find those pictures on your site that don't belong there. So let's take care of those issues and get you all cleaned up. And so that's going to be our show for today. I'm going to be back next week with all new topics to help you and your business. Be sure to give us your thoughts on today's show down in the comments section down below. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if we've taught you anything new at all. So until next Sunday, be safe and thanks for watching.